Hello everyone, Jilles Groskamp here from Team Infinity, and today in this video I want to talk about the Infinity IF15-2 and the pre-cut body that we usually use for this class. This is the Matrix CZ1 and this is the body that is mainly used in this class. Also the hot race body shell, the Goro is also popular. But Matrix is the only one who make a pre-cut and makes the life a lot more easy. It's easier to cut it because it's already mounted on the correct way. However, as you know, a pre-cut is almost ready to go, but I want to show you a little bit how I do the finishing touch, because as you can see, the front lip is still quite high. If you mount it and you go like this, you don't use all the downforce that is inside this body. Yeah, I also want to say, I want to show you the correct height of the body shell. This is my world scar from Thailand, and I also use the pre-cut. But as you can see already, the lip is a lot lower in the front. The side is cut out more. And I want to show you a little bit about the wing position and which wing we use and how much we cut the wing, because also the pre-cut wing is still a little bit too high for the rules. So yeah, this is my car from the Worlds, and to meet the rules, I had to use some shims to make the roof height, because they check normally the roof height. And it's 120 millimeter with 10 millimeter blocks, so it's not the right height of the car. That's not affecting the height of the body shell. So they put it on blocks of 10 millimeter. And if you want to meet this, the minimum height is this. And I put the body clip in the 6th hole with the standard plastic body post holder. And I have from S&J, I have a 1 millimeter rubber shim. Now in the rear it was very much like a fine tuning, especially for the final. I wanted to make everything ready, and I used the 4th hole in the rear with a body clip and also the extra plastic piece of the body post. And I used a 0.5 millimeter just like a Lexan piece that I made by myself, just to exactly get the right roof height. Now with this body position, the body shell has a little bit of rake, so it's a little bit to the front, and this is now is a little bit the way the many guys do it, just to get that extra steering in the middle of the corner. And as you can see also that you cut a lot here, and here's a little bit more. So it's really, the body shell is more like this on the car. Now, yeah, to fix this, you can see the pre-cut is, yeah, what I say is quite, still have a lot of meat, or let's say like a Lexan on the sides. So first I tell you the right height of the body shell, so you can copy pretty much what I'm running. And you put on the body shell, and the nice thing is from the Matrix is that it fits in one time, so it's absolutely perfect. Of course, the only things that are not there yet is the pipe hole and the hole for the plug. It's also nice to mark it now before you paint it, and then it's easier to make the hole. Now what I do normally, I put on a little bit bigger tire. This is the super small tire from the World Championship. But if you use 64, 62 millimeter tires, and you put the car on a plate, and you take a marker, you kind of can put the cutting line. And what I say now, the right height is too low, but normally I make a right height around 5 millimeter, and this Sharpie is around a diameter of 12-13 millimeters, so it's a little bit above the right height. So it's only to give you the indication where the line is about. Also the side, you can do like this, and then you can start on cutting the and as you can see, that is the rake that you have. Yeah, so that is the first thing what I do with the pre-cut body shell. Another thing is the wing position, and the pre-cut wing already comes very nicely. However, if you measure it, it's still a little bit high. It's higher than the roof, and normally the rule is the wing has to be lower than the roof. Now, if I can see my World Championship car, of course this was a legal wing, and if I take the standard wing, it's about 2 or 3 millimeter too much. So I will measure the wing, how it was, and on the highest position it's about 21.5 millimeter. Other side about 21 millimeter from the top to the bottom, and the pre-cut wing is about 24. So what I said, about 3 millimeter you cut more from the pre-cut wing. It also gives you a bit more steering. If there's no rule in your club or at your race, of course the standard wing will do a little bit better. You have a little bit more downforce. However, you also lose the speed when you have a bigger wing, so it's up to you. Then the position of the wing. I am a fan of to have the wing as much possible to the back. Then it just gives you a bit more stability. So the rule is the wing cannot be more out than 10 millimeter from the bumper. So I always use a drop block from 10 millimeter, and I put it on the back side of the bumper, and the wing should not stick out. I normally have around 8 or 9 millimeter just to be sure it's within the rules. And honestly speaking, if I put the wing, it's between the second and the third line that I also put on the wing, and you feel like, oh, it's really far backwards, but honestly it's strong enough, and it really it feels for me the best wing position. Of course there's also an option wing. That's Extreme Body Wing 110 GP. It's an option wing. This is the harder wing. It's a little bit stiffer, and also it's a little bit more heavy. Of course this is pre-cut, but also this wing has to cut a little bit lower to meet the rules. So you can also try this, but at the Worlds, of course there was a lot of traction, so you want to have the body shell on the top as light as possible. I used the standard pre-cut wing. Yeah, furthermore, the windows are cut out perfectly, so you don't have to do anything about this. The only thing is the fuel tank hole. I'm a fan, or my mechanic also is more a fan of to have the hole a little bit more cut out to the front, and it's more like oval shape. So the fuel gun, you can easily get into the body shell to the fuel tank. This rule is normally 60 millimeter hole, so this is about 55 or 56, and this is a little bit more narrow. So that's also what you can do on the pre-cut, because the pre-cut hole for the fuel tank is about 50 or 49. So it meets the rules. Some rule is 50, some is 60, but now the most rules are 60 millimeter. So you can open this just with a Dremel. It's easy. So yeah, that's the pre-cut body shell. Again, it's super easy. You can make this body within a half hour. It's done. It fits perfectly on the car, and it also drives really good. So thank you again for watching. I hope this was helpful for you, and see you next time.